How's it going, guys? Kingpin Light here. We got Sophia Kao, A Happy Ending, the official music video. I just wanted to do another Sophia Kao song. I don't think this was one of the recommendations from you guys. I just went to her YouTube channel and clicked the newest music video that she had. I think this was maybe 4 months ago, but it's the newest one she has outside of a couple of short videos. And so I figured I'd check it out. I've liked everything I've heard so far from her, though I think I've only reacted to two songs. Though one of the songs, Hell, I listened to live, and then also the official audio, and then I have heard her featured on some songs with Vonda. And obviously she harmonized and sung a little bit on Time to Rise. But let's go ahead and jump in and see what she's about on this one. Got the cell card, of course. It's gonna be like a movie, huh? Damn, he just left her alone there? Okay, super artistic so far. I'm trying to like guess what the song is going to be about because it's called A Happy Ending, and then it's got a period, which I think is important because it normally it's very intentional when a song name has a dot, like a period, and it's usually a way to show like finality or almost sarcasm to the statement. Not always, but I have seen it used that way a lot. So I an happy ending, and so far it seems like it's a little melancholy. I won't call it completely sad, but it's a little melancholious. I don't know if that's a word, but I made it a word today. Anyway, so let's keep going. Okay. Oh, okay, okay. I'm liking that now. I was waiting before I said anything because a lot of times when pianos are used in songs, they're done very surface level. Like the skill, I don't know how to explain that, but like the piano sections or melodies that they add in are super simple most of the time. They're just there for the sounds of the keys, really is what it sounds like. They're just wanting that sound in their song. But it sounded like there was actual skill being played, you know what I mean? Like it was like a piano piece as opposed to just a piano thrown into a song. So let's keep going. Mm,
Every now and then,
mm.
oh, I think about all the times we shared.
Okay, so this is a sad song. I'm gonna. The only thing that I don't know yet is maybe it's called a happy ending because she ends it on a happy note. So it starts off very, like I said, melancholy, and maybe it goes into like a happy section toward the end. Though I doubt it. Uh, it's just too many songs they use the sort of sarcastic title almost. You know what I mean? Like happy ending or good vibes, and then it's a completely sad song. So I'm assuming the whole song's gonna be like that. But I gotta say, and I'll always point it out, she's not using those alternative R&B singing yet. Again, this is just the very beginning of this song that I've pointed out in the other two songs, but she has a beautiful voice regardless. Like she just has a good singing voice. So let's keep going.
All the times we spent hurting each other. Oh, I was crazy and you loved it, but it was toxic,
Mm.
the finest drug, and I wouldn't trust it. Was
Okay, I lied. This is a little bit more alt R&B sounding again. I really like it. It like lowers, slows down, starts over that same tone or flow that she's using. I like that. Now, the lyric wise, I know exactly what she's talking about. Sometimes that toxic, tumultuous relationship is actually what's bad for you, but it's fun in the moment. You know what I mean? Because the very strong ups and downs that you have with somebody else, it feels it's like a roller coaster, right? Right? But like roller coasters are fun, right? Like a lot of people hate them, and sometimes you feel anxious with them. But it's a fun ride, right? And that's I think sometimes what gets confusing in a relationship. You get all these ups and downs, and you feel like you're anxious. It's bad for you, but like it's fun. You know what I mean? Now she's saying I wouldn't trust it. Was it love or was it lust? Again, another very common uh, confuse confusing point. I don't know how to word what I was
The
saying.
finest drug, and I wouldn't trust it. Was it love or was it lust? Now I'm trying to numb the pain by
Mm.
downing 10 shots of XO.
Ecstasy and oxycontin. That's the weekend's XO. People used to think it meant hugs and kisses, or it meant like the Hennessy XO, or not Hennessy. Is it Hennessy that does XO? Or they do VS or some shit? Um, Either way, somebody thought it was, people thought it was that, but then he was like, nah, X is ecstasy and O is oxycontin. That's what like his two favorite drugs.
I can't believe you asked to bring your new girl to my next show.
That'd be
Got a
petty.
handful of problems. Should I hold on or let go? You slipping through my fingers. Hurts to see you kiss her.
Hmm.
But worse that you are with her. Only 'cause you see me in her.
Okay, so this is like maybe that's what the happy ending is. It sounds like she's obviously really into this dude that left her is with a new girl now, but it also sounds like they had a bad toxic relationship anyway, so it's probably for the best. And you just have that time period where you're just thinking about your ex. You know what I mean? Yeah, everybody goes through that heartbreak, nostalgia, just missing them. Even when even if you ended it, sometimes you still miss it, but you know it's for the best. So maybe that's what the happy ending is. She gets over him. She's like, okay, you know what? I still miss you or whatever, but it's for the best. Anyway, I'm hoping that's how it ends.
Only 'cause you see me in her. Only 'cause you see me in her. Only 'cause you see me in her.
That's a
In
flex.
her. Thought that we would have a happy ending. But now the movie's over, so let's stop pretending.
Quick, I was wrong.
I promise
That's where the concept of happy ending comes in. I thought it was gonna go a different way.
that the last thing you'll be seeing is me hurting, baby, yeah. Thought that we would have a happy ending. But now the movie's over, so let's stop pretending. I promise that the last thing you'll be seeing is me hurting, baby, yeah.
Hmm. Also, if you're not following, go ahead and subscribe if you're liking this. I'm not a classically trained piano player. In fact, I'm not a piano player at all, but I do play music, so I'm able to, or used to, I guess, um, able to pick out some things. And I don't know how to word it, is what I mean in terms of the piano, but the uh, the different keys that she's using on these notes gives it a little bit of like I don't want to say anxious because it's not separated by the right amount of octaves or whatever it is. I remember reading about that, but this is more of like it's almost incongruent to what I'm expecting out of that, but it still has like a smooth, like old school style to it. You know what I mean? Now, I don't mean this in a mean way, but it's almost like the elevator music or like lobbies play it. Fancy places, not like Holiday Inn or something.
Thought that we would have a happy ending, but now the movie's over, so let's stop pretending. I promise that the last thing you'll be seeing is me hurting, baby, yeah. Thought that we would have a happy
Hmm.
ending, but now the one thing I want ending is this hurting. This time your begging won't be working on.
I actually don't get this line here because I thought the whole song was about her missing a guy who moved on and got another girl, and now she's saying, uh, "We need to stop pretending and move on," or she wants to move on even though she still misses him. But now this time, or this line says, "This time your begging won't be working on me, baby." So it almost sounds like they both want to get back together, but they both know that they're not good together. So like he's trying to move on with another girl, and she's trying to move on by just not thinking about it, I guess, by drinking, like she said. Yeah, maybe that's what the song is.
On me, baby. I know better, baby. Yeah, I know better, baby. I know better, baby. Hey, hey.
She can sing like hell for sure. I mean, she's fitting perfectly with this piano, like smoother, uh, like this piano smoother sound. And then she obviously killed it on those darker R&B tones that she used on the other two songs, like hell. So she could sing. She can adapt to any song I feel, or at least the songs that I've heard so far. The different sounds she's been able to adapt. So that's pretty cool. See if there's any little bit left. I start crying. That's sad. Okay. Well, that is that. Yeah, I liked it. Not my favorite out of the songs that I've heard from her as far as my personal tastes and preferences. But as far as execution, I think this is probably the most put together of the songs. And it makes sense with it being the newest one that she has on her channel. So this obviously her after all the growth she's done by making music, right? This is her latest example of where she's at. So it makes sense that this would be technically more uh, uh, technically better, but maybe not necessarily to my preferences, if that makes sense. But it was a good song, and it's what I tell you guys, that period in the name always means it's sarcastic or something. Like I don't know what it is, but when I see it, I'm like, okay, that's what it means. But anyway, guys, I hope you like that. Like, subscribe, and comment as always, and I will catch you on the next one.